They looked at this thing as a breakout, got short, and now the thing's right back in their face. Now, this is the chart of BYND, and I'm also going to blow it up here. And I think there's something special going to happen in this stock. And I didn't think it would develop as quickly as it seems like it's going to. But that's what happens when you get into these situations. So,
yeah, I mean, my profit has doubled in that in like the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. What's up like $4 in the pre-market session. Yeah. So Beyond Meat is kind of a crazy chart. And for me, it's as much as what it's not doing as what it is doing, meaning that when I looked at this, this was a very sizable double top price pattern. And when we see that, it implies that when the top has been confirmed, when it goes through what we call the neckline, which is simply a line that runs through the pattern, that should be the kind of the green light that once it breaches this, that this is what we should see. So I learned a long time ago, I put my structure, but you can't be bounded by some textbook or website that says, okay, this is a classic double top. Now when it does this, you got to put everything in there and go short. And I did go short, but then you could see that the market went underneath here, and then it wasn't very soon after it breached this, that it was right back above this 113 neckline. And right there was something that flashed. When something doesn't do what it should do, it's going to do the other thing. And it doesn't sound terribly intelligent, but if something's not going to go down, it's going to go up. And so to me, this represented a bear trap, meaning that any bears that chase these stops, that were triggered under this 113, are now trapped underneath there. That they looked at this thing as a breakout, got short, and now the thing's right back in their face. And now what happens in the stock market, if you're short, in order to cover, you have to buy. So now what happens, you've got market participants buying, and you've got the shorts trying to cover and buy their positions. So it's like gasoline on the fire. And then you have, now that you broke above this neckline, kind of the short squeeze, you have these reversals here where it made a new low, close on the high, and then last week, very subtle, made a new low and closed closer to the high than the low. So now if we burst above last week's high, which we're basically trading at now, 152.5, there seems like there's a lot of room for this thing just to let go.
So Mark, I just sent you a screenshot of the BYND where you told me to enter a week ago or so. I sent it you a Skype. You can pull that up, and it shows a little line there of where it entered and where it's gone since.
Okay. So, and does this reflects the pre-opening session?
It reflects like a week's worth of.
So that looks pretty robust, and it probably doesn't include. I don't see a price level there. So.
No, I just took a little screenshot of the line. You see that blue line at the bottom there? That's where it entered.
Right.
That's where the entry is long.
So you entered there.
Actually entered a little further back, but it went down below and then shot through.
Right.
Yeah, that's it.
And that probably doesn't reflect the huge rise that it's going to open with.
Yeah.
So you can see, let me go to my secondary chart here, BYND, it closed at 148, it's trading at 152. And so I feel like I got to get a nibble of this thing too.